God says, I will make you into heaven's bread, and the freshness of heaven will pour through you to others. As I am the bread that came down from heaven, I will cause you, and who I am in you, to be that bread and the lives of those around you. Do not allow a man to package and promote what I have placed within you. They will come to take advantage of you and spy on your property. Don't pay attention to them, just keep obeying and trusting. The Father's gift is my part, and I will not be turned away. Declare. Your soul come to an awareness today that I framed this world by faith. I appeared into the chaos and darkness that was devoid of shape and empty, and stated what I desired. What man calls the Great Bang was merely I remove your shame and I open your eyes. Now the Father declares that all wealth stems from my understanding. Knowledge is not only something I have, it is who I am. I am your knowledge. Money answers all things and wisdom answers all things, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to those who find it. Solomon stated, my wisdom serves as a spiritual exchange conduit for my substance, and your sustenance. My knowledge provides my provision. Breathe it in and allow it space inside you. Refuse to accept a lack, reject sickness, sadness, limitation, and suffering, for I endured all of these things on the cross, so that you can walk as a king on earth. The sound of my voice rebounding in the primordial chaos, I spoke, and the earth manifested itself under my expectations. This is the creative power I have given you and every man, even the measure of faith, to form, fashion, and transform the world around you. If you willingly step into the work that I am setting before you, there is a net-breaking catch of ministry fruitfulness in this season. Do not be afraid, do not be alarmed by the earth shaking. You were born into an unshakable dominion. Be not shaken, and be not dismayed, because I am with you. I am with you, and you will receive every blessing from my majesty's throne through my hand. My majesty and favor are overshadowing you. Piece of paper, or the evil report of evil men, when their evil ambitions are foiled and styloid, cannot define the guiding principle of your life. My kingdom's economy is your economy. Your provisioning is unrelated to the stock market or the cost of a barrel of oil. The entire quantum energy have created existence is in your lips as a gift from my hand. Change your thinking from a place of scarcity, poverty, and illness. As I said in my word, whatever a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Your faith can only manifest what is buried in your heart. I will unlock the treasuries of my promise out of your deep need, and you will see surplus and bountiful provision where there has only been lack and disappointment. Tents, stakes, and tables should be stretched out and lengthened. Do not let past disappointments or bad experiences limit the extent to which I am now willing to move, pour out, and transform your existence. God says you will be supplied and prepared not only for yourself but also others and even future generations. You will leave an inheritance for those who come after you, and they will be able to look back on your faith and see what it was like to live in newness of life and wealth of sustenance. Yoke of poverty and the vow of impoverishment are broken over you this day. You are a resource, not just a recipient of my kingdom's wealth. Go forth to govern and reign where you once felt helpless and ashamed. If you don't like what's going on in your life, change what's going on in your heart, then open your mouth fearlessly to declare, and transformation will follow. This is what it means to have God's faith. Understand what this means, and you will experience delight and happiness as you participate in the energies of the world to come and witness your life altered according to the template of heaven. Come to earth. God sees I determine the worth of your life and blessing based on economic indicators set in the skies rather than the ground. Osteen will fall at your right hand and 10,000 will fall at your left. But don't be dismayed. Do not go to man's false securities, which will not safeguard or preserve you. I am your shield. I am your protection. Avoid allowing fearmongers to transform you into a commodity. Come into the lofty and holy sanctuary, where I will overshadow and nourish you until the storm has passed. and you are standing in fully undamaged belief in me. Do not rely on your comprehension. Stop attempting to decipher. I am the higher rock, and you will never be disappointed or beaten on a single point. Have the faith of an adventurer. Fear not the unfamiliar, but embrace it. This is who I am, and this is what I do. This is my fidelity that I have given to you, and even to every man and woman who will only call on my name. Take advantage of my bounty. Accept my goodness, for I am a good God, and I have good things in store for you that exceed your wildest dreams. Nothing outside of you has any power over you. Since I will not be refused, you will not be denied, you will not be delayed, because I will not be delayed. I have taken the best of heaven and given it to you in the person of my Son. Come now and think with my mind, not the mind of religious restriction. I am activating the law of supply in you. As I stated in my word, all things about life and godliness are made available via knowledge of me. Poverty has nothing to do with God, says my purpose is not found in poverty or destitution. You are not bound by any scenario, situation, or person that contradicts what I have given you in my word. The events that take place in the physical world are just observations made about what I've given you responsibility over beyond the familiar. Iowa to lead you higher, further, and deeper in my purposes. There will be many around you who will revel and claim you are making a mistake, but you are not. I have already steered you in the right direction, even when you are unsure about the future and are not confident in the outcome. By hand is guiding your life. I didn't call you to put your faith in a result, but in me. Know that no matter how enormous the difficulty, I have certified your seed of blessing, provision, and victory. I commanded the very first man to subdue and rule. The dominion that Adam lost has been restored in Christ in your life. Governing and dominating begin right now. Death is my enemy, so ruling and governing does not begin after death, nor do they require death. God says, seek the kingdom that I have placed inside you. The Father within you is the kingdom within you. Today, submit to my influence, including my voice. I am speaking to you and introducing myself. I am the voice that speaks in the gaps between your thoughts. I am in you, and you are in me, and we are one. That is what the cross purchased. We are all one. As I am, so are you on earth. I am not ill, I am not destitute. As a result, I am your provisioning as well as the health of your countenance. Accept it is your truth, and let who I am inside you be your bread and your life for today. Even in the sight of your adversary, I have set a table for you, and you will be unhurt and unblessed, since my hand and my name are your defense. My Son demonstrated my standard for human normalcy. While walking the earth, Jesus exemplified the human predicament in the way I intended, and then boldly said that you had inherited his name and will do greater things. God says, let yourself forgive and alter your mind about where you will apply pressure. When you sense you are going to tumble, I'm going to catch you. I am your champion. I am your deliverer and stronghold. Even if you feel defeated, discredited, and completely abandoned, trust in me.